And welcome to Epsom Racecourse, home to the Derby, one of the most famous races in the world. But today, there are no horses in sight. We're swapping the green grass for the green bays. This is the Snooker 900, a new exciting format for the first time ever on terrestrial TV. Let's take a look at our lineup of legends. We've got Stephen Hendry, the 7-time world champion and all-time snooker great. Dennis Taylor famously won the 1985 world title against Steve Davis, and a year later, Mr. Joe Johnson lifted the title in 1986. The darling of Dublin, Ken Doherty, another Crucible Crown winner, also at Epsom on parade. The former world number 2 and the 80s pin-up boy, Tony Knowles, is here, as is the people's champion, the whirlwind Jimmy White, who won the hearts of millions in the 80s and is still very much loved today. And also very much loved today, the former world number 3, Neil Foles, and the 12-time women's world champion, Rhiannon Evans. It's great to see you at home, and I'm not sure if we're ready for another feast, but I think a snooker feast we can do, Rhiannon.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a feast of entertainment for all these legends. They've worked hard over the years to provide entertainments for us, but they can enjoy themselves out there tonight and today, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And so many golden oldies. Some people will be watching snooker for the first time here on Channel 5 this afternoon, but it's great to see them all back together again. I think Santa's delivered on the snooker front.
It's either Christmas come early or late, I don't know which, but it's great to be here with all these people that have made snooker what it is today, you know, and they're a great bunch of guys, but we're all linked by one thing, the love of snooker.
Well, this is it, and it's going to be a completely different atmosphere than we're used to. Obviously, we'll get to the format shortly, Rhiannon, but there's tables, there's hospitalities, lots of distractions, and a lot of fun and games I'm expecting as well.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, it's a different atmosphere and it's more relaxed, it's more enjoyable for people who are not really keen into snooker, but they like to watch it in the background. So, yeah, it's fantastic for everyone.
And, Neil, there is a fun field, but
Yeah.
You know these guys so well. You've played all of them throughout your career. They will be competitive. What do you think the preparation might have been like?
Yeah, I've played all of them with not a great deal of success over the years. Well, the preparations are very different. I mean, there's been 22 world finals between these guys. Jimmy White was here practicing yesterday, which is kind of different what it was in years
He only
gone
had to
by.
come up from down the road. He's an Epsom local.
He hasn't really put himself out that much, has he? But Stephen Hendry, I think he got his cue out of one of those ski case things because he's been away abroad playing. So I'm not sure his prep has been like it used to be when he won all those world titles.
Well, they'll be hungry, I'm sure, to be crowned winner later tonight. So a new exciting format. It is the Snooker 900. And if you're wondering all about the rules and everything else, take a look at this. Welcome to the 900. This is the new short format of the game, and hold on to your hats. It's going to be fast and furious. Every match is played over a single frame, against the clock, 900 seconds. Now, let's do the maths for you. That's a maximum of 15 minutes to clear all the balls. If they aren't cleared, whoever has the most points when the buzzer sounds wins. And to keep everyone on their toes, as soon as the white ball stops, a 20-second shot clock is activated, and the next player has to take their shot before the time ticks down. Scoring is as per snooker as we know and love. 1 point for a red, and then once you've potted that, 2 for a yellow, 3 for a green, and so on, right up to the black, which is worth 7. You can play snookers, but whatever shot you play, a ball must hit a cushion along the way, unless it's a pot. No cushions and no pot, then it'll be a standard snooker foul. Talking of fouls, that gives the other player the opportunity to pick up the white ball and put it anywhere they want on the table for their next shot. And if the scores are tied when the 15 minutes are up, it's our equivalent of a penalty shootout. We like to call it deadlock, sudden death potting of the blue ball. So, it's simple, don't miss, and don't take too long. Well, it all sounds so simple. Don't miss, don't take too long. It's going to be very interesting to see how these snooker greats cope with this format, the Snooker 900, and they're split into 2 groups. Group A will have Jimmy White, Stephen Hendry, Dennis Taylor, and Group B, Ken Doherty, Joe Johnson, and Tony Knowles.
And looking to our matches, first up we start with Group B on Table 1, Match 1, main stage, Ken Doherty and Joe Johnson, followed by, in Group A, Match 2, Jimmy White and Stephen Hendry, and there you'll see how we get through the day. Match 3, Tony Knowles will be in action, depending how results go, against a winner from Match 1, and also the great Dennis Taylor to come today as well. And I like the way we've done this as well, obviously splitting them into 2 groups. It's the round-robin format, so I think all snooker fans, they will not be disappointed because we'll get to see them all play each other pretty much.
Yeah, and every match is going to be important because if one of the players, the legends, wins their first match and their second, the other 2 are scrambling for the second place in that group to make the semi-final. So there is not going to be a dead match amongst these. In fact, it's going to be very lively, never mind dead.
And we talk about the shot clock. I wonder, will we see these old legends sprinting around the table? And for viewers at home, Rianne, in terms of the format, what should people at home be looking out for?
Yeah, I think they'll be fine with a 20-second shot clock in general, unless you like snookered or you want to look where the balls go. But in general, I think they have to hit a cushion. I think that's where they're going to come short, like playing a safety off the pack going into ball. You have to make sure you hit it hard enough, or screw off the side cushion, that sort of thing, or rolling behind to snooker your opponent. But yeah, in general, I think that's the main rule to look out for. But I'm just open for a lot of drama.
Drama. Neil, what do you think the standard might be like today?
Well, I think the standard could be very good, you know. I mean, even if you don't get a particularly good standard of match, which there might be the odd match where someone's a little bit rusty, but if there's nothing in it with a minute to go, it's going to be a brilliant finish, and that's the key to this format. You're never going to get a dull moment because there's always something to play for. Someone could make an 100 break, or we could get a nail biter.
All right, never a dull moment, certainly not with these 2, and we are at the greatest venue for horse racing, in my opinion, Epsom Racecourse. And if it was a horse race, who would be favourite today? Who's going to be coming out winner, do you think?
I'm going to go for Jimmy.
Jimmy White, Neil?
I'll stick with Ken Doherty. He didn't sound very good earlier. He was a bit croaky, bless him, but he's here. And, you know, he's probably shown the best form of the 3 of the players, of these guys that are actually still on tours. Stephen's kind of on tour, doesn't turn up very often for matches. Jimmy is Jimmy, you know, and Ken is probably playing them. I'll stick with the Darling of Dublin.
All right, well, Stephen Hendry has turned up today, and I'm glad that you did as well at home. We've got a fine afternoon of snooker coming your way, and up first will be Ken Doherty and Joe Johnson. Snooker on the way, the 900 coming next.